Building a mobile app normally takes days, sometimes weeks. You have to set up your project, wire up screens, handle state, connect your backend, and that's before you've even written a single line of real logic. But what if you could skip most of that grunt work? What if you could turn your MVP document, your idea on paper, into a working Flutter app using AI? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. We'll build a fully functional expense tracker Flutter app using Antigravity and ChatGPT, step by step, from zero to running on the iOS simulator. Let's get into it. Before we build anything, let me show you what we're going to end up with. This is the expense tracker app we're going to generate today. We've got an add expense screen with input fields, a list view showing all recorded expenses, and a clean, simple UI. And here's the key part. We didn't write most of this code by hand. All of this was generated using AI from an MVP document, which I'll show you in just a moment. Keep watching, because the whole process takes less than 15 minutes. This is the part that will blow your mind if you've never done this before. Here is our MVP document. It describes the expense tracker, what screens it has, what the user can do, what data it stores, application flow. This is you writing down what the app should do in plain language before a single line of code exists. This is a kind of blueprint for our app. I will add the document link in the description so you can use it. All right, let's get Antigravity installed. Antigravity, in one sentence, is an AI-powered integrated development environment, IDE, that helps you generate any application structure using AI. Instead of scaffolding a project by hand, you describe what you want, and Antigravity creates the skeleton for you. Head to the Antigravity website, link in the description, and sign up for an account. It's quick. Once you're in, go ahead and install it, following the steps on the site. And now let's open it. You should see the Antigravity Explorer and chat window. This is where the magic starts. Before we jump in, one quick prerequisite. You need Flutter already installed on your machine. I'm not going to walk through the Flutter installation in this video. That would double the length, and there are great official guides for it. Now let's move forward. First, I will open a folder. This folder will be our workspace for the application. Inside this folder, I have already added our MVP document. We will use this document to build the app step by step. For this project, I am using Gemini 3.1 Pro. Now let's start with our first prompt. It gives necessary details and tells the AI who it should act as. This step is very important. It gives us a strong balance of speed and code quality when generating Flutter apps. All right, let's hit generate. Let's see what happens. Oh, looks like we got an error. That's okay. Sometimes AI needs a second try. Let's wait until it finishes generating everything. Now, Antigravity is using our document as the specification. It is sending it to Gemini, which is analyzing our workspace structure. As you can see, it has already prepared a complete step-by-step plan with all the tasks we need to build the app. It is asking for permission to create the folder structure, and now it has started generating the implementation plan. As you can see, it has divided the process into 5 clear steps. This plan includes everything needed to build our Flutter project: project structure, data models, state management, UI screens, and finally, a verification plan. Looks like it needs a few more permissions to move forward. No problem. Let me approve them. Meanwhile, let's discuss. The verification plan includes both automated tests and manual testing, which are very important for a real application. It is requesting some additional permissions. Let's wait until it finishes generating everything. I can see it's requesting permission to create providers, widgets, and models, basically everything required to build our app. And the best part? It keeps updating us step by step as the project moves forward. That's pretty amazing, right? Let me quickly fast forward this part so we can move to the exciting result. Now it has started analyzing our app. I think it is doing static analysis and a code walkthrough. Let's wait for a moment. I'll skip ahead so we don't waste time waiting. Now it has started analyzing our app again. I think it is doing final static analysis. During this process, it is fixing some issues automatically using lint warnings. Let's wait for a moment. And here we go. It has completed the development of our app. Now it is asking us to accept all the changes it made to the code. It has also described everything in detail. I think it has documented the full process and explained how to verify the application. Isn't that incredible? All right, let's ask it to run the app in the iOS simulator so we can see what it has built for us. Let's watch this closely. I'll speed this up so we can see the outcome faster. Wow, it's actually asking us to open the simulator. That's incredible. All right, moment of truth. We're going to run one command to start our application. This command will compile the app and launch it in the iOS simulator. Give it a moment. And there it is, our expense tracker, running on a real simulator. Let me show you the Add Expense screen. You can see the input fields here and the categories are also available. Let's add a quick expense. Oh no, we got an error. No such method error, no worries. Let me try adding income as well, just to check if we get the same issue. Yes, we got the same error. That's okay. Now let me quickly ask the AI to fix this issue. This will also help us see whether it can actually solve real problems. Let me fast forward the fixing process. Let's wait for a moment. All right, moment of truth again. Let's add one expense and one income transaction to test it properly. I've added a few more transactions to properly test the View All Transactions screen. Now let's add an expense under a different category and check if the totals update correctly. Income and expense should change automatically. Let's verify it. Yes, I think this time everything is working perfectly. The key takeaways from what we just built. First, AI does not replace developers. I want to be very clear about that. What it replaces is the slow, tedious first step of getting from zero to something. The scaffolding, the setup, the initial structure. Second, the MVP document is everything. The quality of what Antigravity generates depends entirely on the quality of your spec. Good product thinking in, good code out. Vague thinking in, messy code out. Third, iteration is where this gets powerful. We built the first version in under 30 minutes. The real power is that you can now iterate on this foundation 10 times faster than if you'd written everything by hand. Now, this is just the beginning. We have a working app. But right now, it's a basic MVP. It doesn't have real persistence, it doesn't have analytics, and it doesn't have any real AI features inside the app itself. In the next video, we're going to take this foundation and make it production ready. We'll add real data persistence, improve the UI, and, most importantly, we'll add actual AI features inside the app. Not just generated by AI, but powered by AI at runtime. If you want to follow the full series, hit subscribe. Every video builds on the last one, and if this was useful to you, drop a comment below. I read every one of them. See you in the next one.